This is a demo of ToroCube vertical bar chart. To plot the vertical bar chart or any other chart, go to the configuration panel, and in this case we're going to pick a dimension that we're going to count by and plot. I'm going to pick manufacturer, and I'm going to generate the chart. So you can see there are three manufacturers, and it kind of prints three of them as bars, and gives me a sense of scale. I can further stack these charts. So let's see, what are we going to stack by? Let's stack by patient age group. So I'm going to stack by patient age group, and I'm going to generate the chart. Now there are 5 patient age groups, so it's kind of crowded at this point. Hard to read. So one of the other things I can do is I can go in here and say I'm only interested in the top 2. So I can say stack for the top 2, and what it does is beyond anything beyond the top 2, it's going to aggregate them into others. So it's going to create a segment called others, and it's going to aggregate them there. We also have 3 manufacturers. So what I'm going to do is, while I'm doing this, I'm going to say that I want the top 1 only, and the other 2 are going to aggregate into others, and then I'm going to generate. Now, here's what happened. So InfoWord Pharma, for example, as a manufacturer, was the top 1, and then the other 2 were aggregated into others. Similarly, of my patient age group, adult and elderly were the largest ones, so they are shown in their own right, and the other ones were aggregated into others. So it tells you that in this case I'm looking at elderly for InfoWord Pharma. So we can aggregate both on the dimension we're stacking on, and obviously also on the dimension we're counting on. So it's also showing us a percentage. If I go here, I can also stop showing percentage by just clicking here if I don't want to show it. And while I'm here, for no other reason than this is a demo, I'm going to say that I want my y-axis to be logarithmic. And let's generate that. So as you can see, the y-axis is logarithmic. Now it's hard to tell when it's starting at 1,000, but it does sort of self-size and try to put it in perspective. These charts, a lot of them have at the bottom the option to zoom or pan. And zoom is set by default. So if I were to do something like this, it just zooms. Let me just zoom more so that I only have one here, and that's taking quite an effort here. Okay, let's go to pan and see if we can go anywhere. Yeah, okay, good. So now we've scrolled over to the right and just seen one, and now we're seeing the other. So we can, again, with 2 bars, it's really meaningless to zoom. But if we had 200 bars and they're all crowded together, you may want to zoom and be able to separate them a bit more and pan and see them. Now here, let's just reset zoom. Now these charts, we can also, there's obviously, we can apply filters here, but there's another video on filtering. Filtering is a sort of a rich topic by itself, so I encourage you to see that video. Here in the data panel, we also have, so we can save this image. I'm not going to do that. I've done it for several other videos, several other chart types. You end up with and I'm going to do it, even though I said I won't. Here we go. It just prints a chart, right, as a PNG file that you can import to PowerPoint or Excel or wherever you want to. It also shows a listing of filters, so you know what was applied, what the data is behind it. And in the data panel, we can save report. Now, saving reports and publishing reports, again, another video on it because it's a larger topic. Finally, there's a confirmation report, and all that does is it prints a list of cases that underlie this analysis, this chart. So let's say I had filtered and whittled this $5,000 case to 500 cases based on my filtering. I would want to know what the cases are, and I could click on confirmation report and get that list of cases in an Excel spreadsheet. And that is it for vertical bar charts. Thank you for watching.